In rendering, we're cooking down poultry byproducts, and in that process, we're generating a lot of water.
A lot of our product that we bring in, 70% water. So we need to make sure that we can treat it effectively and get it out. The footprint that you have with the spray trees that we run currently takes a pretty big layout to run.
They had a challenge with zero liquid discharge. They do a land application, but they're holding it in a closed loop system. They needed another avenue.
Where we are in the Chattahoochee River Basin, things are very tight, being an existing land application system. So we're trying to find new and innovative ways to manage what we're doing here. We identified pretty quickly, we needed to find a solution. And once we kind of zeroed in on Minetek, you guys had a unit available in the States ready to go, and we're able to accommodate the relatively quick nature of us wanting to get it here and on site.
We're able to come up with a solution that fit their needs in terms of a 600-300 evaporator and target that 350,000 gallons per day, which we are meeting and exceeding that in excess of 125,000 gallons per day. This one in particular was a single unit system. We had it in stock in our Columbus warehouse. So we have the ability to design a large system at scale. And we also have the ability to help with immediate needs where we can deploy systems within a couple of weeks with our stock that we hold here in North America.
I think we got a pretty good scope from you guys at the start to get this project kicked off and what these units could do. There doesn't seem to be a lot out there either in this realm of things that are comparable to one standing unit that can put out that kind of efficiency. Overall, the system seems to be doing exactly what we expected it to do. When you start seeing on a week-to-week basis, you're dropping a foot plus in some of these ponds, the water's going where it needs to go.
Working with Minetek has been a great process. We didn't really need to do a whole lot in terms of infrastructure upgrades outside of the power requirements for the pump and the fan. So it was a relatively easy point to get to in terms of realizing it was a direction we wanted to go and then moving toward actually getting it installed and set up and commissioned.
Minetek's expertise comes from the hundreds of projects we've done from the top of Canada down to the tip of Argentina. We've compiled over those 700 projects a very, very in-depth history and knowledge data bank of what your efficiencies are going to be, what your evaporation rates are going to be, how many units you're going to need based on those evaporation rates.
They vet their projects pretty thoroughly just to make sure that we're not just spending money on something that's not going to work. You guys have definitely provided us enough data to really make this successful.
We're definitely going to look at adding a second unit that we could run simultaneously with the first to really give us full functionality, being able to run 24/7.
They're looking at expanding the system to possibly 1 to 2 more units, and then also bringing into play our environmental management system. It's a live action weather station, so it's constantly reading your environmentals. It's giving you real-time data on your humidity, your temperature, your wind speeds, your rain. And so anytime it falls out of compliance with those set parameters that we put in the system will automatically shut down. The Minetek system is a very robust stainless steel system designed to handle very harsh qualities of water. This longevity is unmatched in the industry.
You can tell what a good piece of equipment looks like and what doesn't, and you guys built a fantastic unit. I was impressed the day it came off the truck. Well designed, well built, easily serviceable too.
We have a whole team, again, after sales that can come on site, helps with commissioning, installations, ongoing warranty or maintenance challenges. Anything you need to keep this machine running, we can have it out the door within 24 hours.
Customer service is great because I can call you guys and ask you questions and leverage what you know about things.
You don't need 162 acres of spray fields to run the system. You just need enough to where you can run it directionally where you get your prevailing winds and just keep it going.
We're here to do everything we can to protect the environment, do everything that we're supposed to, and having just another tool in the belt of being able to respond to things that we don't know are coming is only a benefit to me and everyone else that works here.
There's a number of different industries that we target, mining, oil and gas, along with the food industry. And we want the customer doing what they do best, which is mining or food processing, making money. Let Minetek help with managing the system to mitigate the water risk.
It's nice having a company like Minetek that knows what they're doing. Talking to anyone else that's in my position, if they're looking for a different approach to how they're managing their overall treatment and storage capacity and things, Minetek's definitely a company I would look at. Anything you can do to kind of give yourself a little bit of peace of mind is always going to be worth it.
We haven't got into the part where the white knuckling starts, but knowing that we have this in our back pocket makes it a little bit easier going into the winter time.